Man, y'all check on y'all people. Somebody definitely got killed out here. Out here by the gardens, 130th. There's definitely a body laying over here.
Damn. Straight up body on the floor, bro. And it's all bloody. Holy shit. And there's gunshot markers all over the floor. That buddy ass leak.
A body?
What's going on? It's My Life in the Shot. I'm your host, Donald Watson. That body is of an 18-year-old Nico Woods. This happened on 200 block and 130th Street. This is the Golden Gate community. This happened April 6th. It's April 8th. So that means this happened Wednesday. And that morning, so many people sent me the video of this. And that young man's body laid out there for hours. I saw pictures that people posted of him when I Googled his name on Facebook. And you know, a lot of people put up, you know, rest in peace and of him on wings. But yo, y'all got to put better pictures. Every picture they put up was him dropping the guns, it looked like. Youngsters, let me tell y'all something. It ain't worth your life. The streets, like they said on Paid in Full, they don't love you back. I'm going to show you guys where it happened at. Now, this is the classic definition of caught slipping. Young man, where were you walking to? Happened right over here to the right. Right over here to the right. Right down here is Riverdale. That is where you do, especially at night, y'all. Come on. They found him in the morning. I can't even find a story on this. This is Riverdale right here. So this is considered Riverdale. And right here, when you get to 130th, it's considered the Golden Gate. If you make a right and go down, it's Argyle Gardens. But where were you walking to? Look under here, this bridge. It ain't nothing down here. It's a speeding camera, I know that. If you speeding, they gonna send you a ticket. Right down there, all the way down. But down here, young man, where were you going? Especially by yourself. I'm gonna bring you guys to the videos people sent.
Man, y'all check on y'all people.
Somebody sent me this.
Somebody definitely got killed out here. Out here by the gardens, 130th. There's definitely a body laying over here. Out here by the gardens, 130th. There's definitely a body laying over here.
Alright, so now I'm going to bring you guys to Tahir Kelly, 26 years old. I saw the video of him in the hospital and I saw how broke up his face was. And what he was saying before that is that he was tased and he woke up in the hospital and you saw his face was, I mean, destroyed. It looked like somebody just drug his face. I mean, his whole side of his face, couldn't even recognize him. That looks like a total different person, but his family put out that picture of him. Now, after I tell you guys the story, I'm going to tell you guys my opinion on this particular issue. They're saying that the police were called a suspect in a car chasing two people. And that he fit the description of the suspect. My thing is this. How did y'all get a description of the suspect if they were in a car? But it doesn't matter. My thing is this. You know, the police said, hey, here's what happened. They called for medical help.
For his name, he gave his girlfriend's last name. Police checked it out and went back to Kelly to get his real name, which he did eventually give. Then officers tried to take Kelly into custody, and this is what happened.
All right, man. Turn around.
All right, I'm going to stop it there. When Taser hit him, his body froze up and he wasn't even able to protect his head. He went straight into the ground, which is somewhat consistent of the injuries that he sustained. All right. What his parents are saying is that he's also developmentally delayed. But make no mistake, I am not excusing why he gave a fake name, why he ran, and why he was carrying a gun in which he will be charged for all three offenses. giving a fake name, looting the police, and carrying a gun without a permit. Alright? At first, this is why I waited to the full story to say something. Because I wanted to see the body cam footage. Because I knew that they were going to release it. But I wanted to see the full story before I commented. There were several stories I did. I commented before I saw the full story. I want to know everything. Alright? A lot of people are yelling lawsuit, this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, we have to pick a side. It's a shame that our youngsters can't even walk down the street safely to the store. This first video of this young man, who obviously didn't have a weapon, he is no longer with us. A lot of people say, hey, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. You know, we got to step up and defend our communities because this young man obviously didn't feel safe enough to walk to the store without some type of protection on him. That's in and of itself a tragedy. Alright? And at the end of the day, should he have been walking with the gun? Absolutely not. We got to come back to protecting our communities. We can't, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the police did what they had to do. Had the police shot him, we'd be saying, oh, why did they tase him? Well, in this case, the police did tase him. Now, had they shot him, they could have said, oh, he had a gun on him, which he did. And once he tried to pull, once he was going to try to hit that corner and throw that because he ain't want that felony. But some of our communities, families, if it's unsafe for your child to even walk to the store, it's time just to move. And that's shame in and of itself in our communities to where it's our children, we just got to pick up and move. And every time we move to their community, they pick up. When they see us, they like, okay, it's time to move. They pick up, they pack their bags, and they leave. And at the end of the day, I can't even blame them. Because most of our communities, when we see each other move in, we got to pick up and move. But however, we got to pick a side. I am tired. Make no mistake, I am tired of doing these stories. I'm tired of doing these stories. These youngsters is way out of control. We got to pick a side. We got to pick a side. Look at this. 2 juveniles carjack a pregnant woman. I wish I could line some of these youngsters up and handle that myself. I swear I do. Suspects carjack senior citizens in Maryland. Read it. Read it for yourself. I follow every news story in the morning. And when I tell you it's hundreds. And that's just what I see. It's actually thousands within the United States. And 95% of them are the usual suspects. Tragedy. Woman 53 carjacked. This is one day. This was yesterday. All 4 of these stories is just a few. Boy shot 4 in the head, Southside. Lady 53. Also, yesterday, day before yesterday, was 3 people found shot to death in the house. There was another little 4-year-old boy. Pregnant women, children, catching the bullet. That's who's getting the brunt of this. This comes as Mayor Lori Lightfoot. She's saying, hey, Chicagoans, we trying to combat violence, in which I think Mayor Lori Lightfoot is the cause of a lot of this violence, because here she wants to reward people that don't want to reward themselves. If you don't move your feet, I'm a huge component of you don't eat. But people, take full advantage of this program. It's saying Chicagoans will be able to be reimbursed for buying security cameras, lights, and more under this new program. Now, people, I give a story. I drive into my cousin's community, and his neighbor looked at me and followed me and followed me and followed me. And I'm like, what? I wanted to jump out there and grab dude. But I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to let that go. I walk into my cousin's crib, And dude is still looking like, yes, I'm following you. I'm watching you. And at the end of the day, right now, I ain't even mad at them. Because guess how many bodies they find in my Cuzzo community? 0. The only time that somebody is carjacked or any bad thing happens is when we travel our happy butts in their community and we doing the crime. Tragedy. Mayor Lloyd Lightfoot is saying, hey, take advantage of this. And understand this. Make no mistake. Get a Ring doorbell camera. When you go to work, you won't believe the creeps that are outside of your door. You won't believe the creeps that are driving in your community. Our communities, we mind our business. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to say it again. We could see somebody getting carjacked, shot, raped. People send me the story and wouldn't even send it to the police. People are like, hey, yo, look, I caught this on tape. Here you go. And they won't even call the police. They be like, yo, I just filmed somebody gunned down yesterday. True story. People want to get security cameras for their home. Could. And they're going to get reimbursed. Put security around your home. Protect your communities. Let these youngsters know if you break the law in your community, you will go to jail. Therefore, we won't be burying babies at 18. We have to pick a side. Either we want carnage, death, and destruction, or we don't. Either way, pick a side, people. I am tired of doing stories of 4-year-old baby shot, 53-year-old grandmother carjacked, senior citizens in Maryland carjacked, pregnant woman carjacked, and that's just within hours. That's just one day. And that's just not even a fraction of all the stories I see. Not even a fraction. Nobody's coming to save us. Y'all can beg the mayor, the governor, y'all can blame it on the police. Y'all can blame it on everybody else. Y'all can even blame it on slavery, as some people try to call me and write me and say, oh, you know, it's because of slavery. 3,000 years ago, that's why we're killing each other. Yes, people ask me, do it get to me? It does. I am tired of it. I even mentioned, hey, I wouldn't even be against stop and frisk. People jump in my inbox. Oh, you talking crazy. Now, you talking, even if it'll save one baby. Every gun you take off the street, you save one little 4-year-old baby from dying from this nonsense that we call a community, from this function and our failures to save our children. Why is this youngster even walking the street, but they say he's his parents say he's developmentally challenged? But so many stories do I see these youngsters. There's jobs everywhere. Y'all still hanging on the corner. Y'all still hanging on the corner. Jobs everywhere. Y'all would rather go carjack some of these youngsters instead of get a job. Comes back to Miss Lloyd Lightfoot trying to reward people that don't want to get it. Oh, you can't. Here you go, here you go, here you go. And then those children see the parents or lack thereof go out there and easy come, easy go. If it's up to me, if you don't move your feet, you don't even deserve to eat that day. Nope. People say, oh, what about they're starved? Then starve. Back in the day, once upon a time, I remember my grandmother saying, hey, you want some tomatoes? Go back there and get some out the backyard. You want a tomato? You want some pickles? Good. Go back there and pick them out the tree. There you go. You want some ice cream? We got to make it. We don't even know what starving is. You know, what are we going to do? Now, they got that program where we could put up cameras everywhere in our community. Everywhere, everyone should be videotaped. Everybody should be on camera because we got 900 babies, 18, 19, and 20 years old that are going to be killed today. Right now, somebody's being murdered as we speak. I'm about to look it up. I'm about to go out there and film it. Y'all can find it on my Facebook page. tomorrow, this weekend. Next weekend is about to be hot. There's going to be at least 20 babies, 18, 19 years old. From now, Friday, to next Friday, at least 15 youngsters, this young man's age. 15 mothers being called this man's parents' age. That their child is no longer with us because some idiot then picked up a gun and decided, this is my block. You don't own a piece of property on that block. These gangbangers are not going to look out for you. You go to jail. I got a partner I look out for that's locked up. Absolutely nobody even answers his phone or look out for him. Youngsters, y'all still want to gangbang? Ain't worth it. All your partners that claim they ride or die and they'll be there for you, no. They ain't looking out for your family. They ain't got nothing on your books when you get locked up. They ain't even gonna answer your phone call. Anyway, make sure you guys like, comment. I said what I said. Like, subscribe, go to my YouTube, go to my Facebook, and my Instagram and Twitter, My Life in the CHI. Peace.